Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Ashura Blaster. And this was created by Visco and licensed to Taito in 1990. And it's a shoot 'em up. And this was suggested by YouTube user Pepperman11. And I can't really get into this. I find it kind of dull. There are some decent power-ups, but there's some kind of unfair collision detection. I had to play this game dozens of times to even get anywhere in this game. It was kind of frustrating. I have never seen this in arcades. It's got some decent enough weapon ups, and really, I guess for 1990, when shoot 'em ups were still maybe not in their infancy, but the way that we see them nowadays, it was still kind of early in the genre. But you have a chopper, and you get to collect various weapon power-ups of different colors, and we'll look at them as we play along here in a minute. You can play one player or two player simultaneous play, as in most shoot 'em ups of the time. There's not enough bells and whistles to really draw my attention in this game. But again, for 1990, I guess it could have been a lot worse. You get to choose from 4 different bomb secondary weapons. And the bomb secondary weapon was a common thing of the shoot 'em up genre. So you only have a little weak twin shot to begin with. There will be bigger, stronger enemies that you can destroy, and they will require a lot of shots to bring down, but those will give you the weapon power-ups. You can sometimes also collect an extra life. There's one power-up. Note that I have I guess a red shot, and that will this will make it like 4 shots at once. There will be another weapon up icon later on that you can collect that will cycle through different colors, and they can greatly increase the strength of your weapon, and we'll look at that in a little bit. But the fodder chopper enemies will not only shoot at you, but they will also try to ram you after they kind of fly around a little bit. Yeah, those giant choppers will give you a weapon power-up. But any little brush with an enemy will kill you. And I got a weapon upgrade. I think this is like blue. And this one is one of my favorite power-ups. We will look at all the weapon power-ups fully upgraded, and I think you can upgrade them like a total of 3 times before they're at maximum. But yeah, any brush with an enemy will kill you, except when there's tanks. You can fly over the tanks, but the tanks can definitely shoot you. And the tanks take quite a bit to bring down, but you don't have to kill them or destroy them completely. You can just disable them by shooting them enough. Yeah, I'd never seen this in arcades. And yeah, you could do worse for sure for 1990. But you see a lot of the same enemies. Very few new enemies later on, and to me it just kind of feels dull. And there's another one of those weapon power-ups that cycles through as it floats about. And any of those power-ups, once they reach the bottom, right after they're released. Then they will start floating up to the top of the screen, bouncing off the left and right edges of the screen, and once it goes up to the top, it'll be gone. But yeah, it gets very frustrating how easy it is to be killed. And again, just a little tiny brush with an enemy will automatically kill you. Later on, when shoot-em-ups got into the bullet hell type of genre, they were very, very forgiving about collision detection in general. Definitely not the case with this game. But this type of big airship here is the one that will often give you either the cycling through power-up or a 1-up, like that. You also get a 1-up at like maybe every 100,000 or so. I don't remember for sure. But here is the first boss. I kind of panicked once or twice. Oh, that was completely worthless. I tried to use the secondary bomb, and I was way too far away. It's tough to get close to be able to use it. There, I just panicked. Sorry. Later on in the video, I went with invincibility, just so I could get through the game quicker. And there's really, I don't believe there's an end. I noticed that once I beat through all the levels, I started them over again, and the enemies had faster shots. Once you beat a stage, and I just beat it, you will get a bonus for each remaining bomb. And I only had one, so I got 5,000 points. 5,000 for each bomb. And then you touch down on this super jet. The game will automatically make you touch down, and it'll make you touch down only on the left, not the right side. The right side is reserved for the second player, I'm guessing. And you get this little screen with an anime-styled woman telling you what the next boss is going to be. And in between each stage, you get to choose a different bomb weapon if you like. Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. It came and went real quick for me. Almost got all my windows, my new windows put in. The guy will finish them tomorrow. Really excited. They're really nice windows, and it's gonna save a good deal on my heating bill. Yeah, we will see each special weapon used. Once you see an enemy airship or whatever that will give you the special weapon, WAIL on the fire button. Just repeatedly tap it as fast as you can, because if you give the guy too much time, he will start showering you with bullets. And even though it's avoidable, it's best to get that power up as quickly as possible. You know, I'm not sure why the music stopped. Some sort of glitch in the game. I don't know if anybody's received this while playing the arcade game. I'm playing this in MAME, but that's kind of weird that happened. Yeah, Raiden might have come out before this, and Raiden was very influential in terms of what the vertically scrolling shoot 'em up would be like. And this just kind of hopped on board that. I don't know the history exactly of Visco games. I don't know what their first game was. Probably not this. But I don't know of any earlier games off the top of my head by Visco. Now here's another power-up. This is the yellow one from that cycling power-up. This lets you shoot above you and below you. And like I said earlier, we'll have a look at all the power-ups completely powered up at their maximum. But yeah, this game was frustrating for me. Don't crap. Yeah, I fell into the trap there. Don't get trapped on the left or right edges of the screen, because the enemies will start peppering you with shots and trying to run into you. That is so weird that the music just completely cut out. It seems like, yeah, that's a glitch. And yeah, if any of you people watching this have played this in the arcade and noticed that this does that in the arcade too, leave a comment, because I'm kind of curious whether or not it did that in the arcade. I had initially planned to do my taxes this weekend, but I got kind of sidetracked with some other things. I definitely need to do that, though. I don't know if there's very many of you who are brave enough to do your taxes on your own. I haven't done that in forever. See if I can at least take out this guy before I run out of lives. Hey, I did. Something that's really stupid about this game is that when you run out of lives, there's no continue countdown screen. You just have to quickly insert a credit before the game says game over. And usually there's like the word continue that appears and it starts counting down. But you don't get that in this game. It's very stupid. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I mean, I like that they tried some kind of new things, and the graphics aren't bad. But it's just too much. It just feels too much the same, all the levels, and a lot of them really do look the same. There's not enough new enemies on each stage. Just kind of a dull shooter, I think. But again, this was suggested by YouTube user Pepperman11, and there is one of the newer bomb weapons that I changed over to in between stages. But yeah, we'll see them all. Oops. Last life. Or no, I ran out of lives, excuse me. Yeah, see, there's no countdown saying continue. Oh, now all of a sudden it's game over. And I gotta put in my initials. I might have run out of time, but I couldn't put in my initials correctly. I meant to put in RUS for Russell, and I guess I ran out of time, so it ended up being Rue. What? Oh well, that was Ashura Blaster. We will look at, like I said, the maximum power-ups and snippets, at least, of the remaining areas. This was the third area. I think there was 5, either 5 or 6. I put on invincibility for the rest of the game, and we will look at, like I said, the other power-ups maxed out. You can collect extra bombs as well from the airships that you destroy that can also release power-ups. And as I said, some of them will release one-ups as well. And yeah, here's another weapon maxed out, this green one. I don't like the green one. But yeah, once again, when you're going up against an airship that will release power-ups, just wail on the fire button as fast as you can to take it out quickly before it can spew a bunch of shots at you. It's not that the shots aren't avoidable. Here's another maxed out power-up here. It's that there are so many enemies not only looking to shoot you, but collide with you as well. And again, the collision detection is just not very fair in this game. And there's the maxed out green shot. And there's the maxed out blue or purple shot or whatever it was. Yeah, look at all that firepower. This here is starting to venture sort of into bullet hell territory. Not full blown by any means, but an early example of it. And there's another secondary bomb weapon. I just kind of find this game to be a little bit dull. I don't know about you. But I've had kind of a bit of a headache today. And when something dull happens, then it seems to make my headache worse. It's another bomb that I get points for. We're just scooting forward to different parts later on in the game. Seru. And we'll scoot forward a little bit later. And again, I have invincibility on. And it may make my character look a little weird sometimes. Any video I do, I want to try to get at least some solid gameplay through before I have to resort to cheating, and I'll let you know if I cheat. And here's the maximum powered up yellow shot. The game seems glitchy on occasion in MAME at least. And here's the maximum powered up laser. The laser is best. Yeah, you can't. Those tower things, whatever they are, they don't do anything. I think this is the last boss, so yeah, it's like 5 stages. And it's 2 roving tanks. Or fortresses or whatever. And I think from this point on, the stages just repeat. But yeah, the hatch on the left, which the computer will force you to fly into, is for player number 1, and the hatch on the right is for player number 2. Well, that's Ashura blaster. A sign of duress. Take advantage. Or maybe there was one more stage. Yeah, this is the last stage. You have enemies that pop up out of the ground that need to be destroyed. Yeah, I think this is the last boss coming up here. Yeah. This giant roving weaponized fortress. And it can split into two once one part is destroyed. Let's just breeze through it as quickly as possible. Congratulations! Ooh, got a lot of points out of remaining bombs. We do not have the next target information. Use caution when approaching the enemy base. Yeah, we start the levels over again, I believe, here. Or maybe not? Maybe there was just one more level left. I don't remember for sure. Yeah, those tanks are they have very quick turning turrets. And again, those fodder choppers are more than happy to ram you, and the collision detection isn't all that fair. Yeah, this is the final boss. Sorry. So there's like 6 stages. We're just gonna bombard them with bombs for a little bit at least. But yeah, that laser, even though it's just a twin, it's still very strong. But that is Ashura Blaster by Visco and licensed to Taito in 1990. Vertically scrolling shoot 'em up. And yeah, kind of dull in my opinion. Well, I hope your week goes okay. I don't know if you guys are getting a lot of snow or whatever, but we're gonna get a little snow mixed with rain, I think, this next week. People have been panicking over expecting a big old snowstorm, and it's not gonna happen. It might still happen. We've had late March snowstorms before. Now we play all those levels over again. But that was the kind of dull Ashura Blaster. Never seen it in arcades, and I would be kind of disappointed if I played it in arcades. Yeah, the levels just repeat from this point on. But that was Ashura Blaster by Visco in 1990 and licensed to Taito. Suggested by YouTube user Pepperman11. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Ashura Blaster, and we'll see you later in the future with another video. Y'all have a good one, everybody. Take it easy. Bye-bye.